In this episode, I battled through a storm on my ride to the ADV Fest in Dorrigo.
Everything is so wet.
The road took me through a misty rainforest, hidden waterfalls, and even a strange pink fog.
It's a bizarre view.
I had to set up camp in the dark, but the valley greets me with a breathtaking sunrise. And at last, I arrived at the main event, the ADV Festival of 2025. And all of that was only just the first day. I woke up to a miserable rainy morning, but after a strong coffee, I peeled the film off my new helmet and decided to soldier on.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. now. All bags are packed, bag is ready. The ground is pretty much still wet. At least the sky looks a little bit better now.
The rain only gave me a short break, just long enough to pack up and get going. But soon after I left, it picked up again, and this time it stayed for hours. I've been planning this trip to the ADV Festival for weeks. The weather wasn't going to stop me. I waterproofed all my bags and even picked up new rain pants and a set of winter gloves. These gloves come with a neat little rubber wiper on the finger, perfect for cleaning both my visor and my camera lens. What is worse than riding in the rain? Well, it's riding in the rain in a slow-moving traffic, and I was about to learn that in the famous Sydney traffic. Eventually the traffic broke loose and I could finally stretch my legs. Getting out from Sydney is always an adventure on its own, and an expensive one. After riding through M7, M2, then the Western Connect tunnel, and $25 in the toll later, I finally merged into the M1 and headed north. I thought things would be smooth from here, but sometimes the road has other plans. Hours in the rain eventually broke through my jacket and into my boots, cold, wet, and miserable. I stopped briefly for some hot food and a drink.
Everything is so wet. I'm using 2 milk crates, just using as a drying rack. I've been riding 12.5, been in and out of the rain the whole time. Now I'm just half hour past Newcastle, taking a shelter in the petrol station in a small town. This pin lock definitely did the job. I wouldn't be able to see anything without this one. Look at that little birdie taking shelter.
I started to doubt my decision to push forward. I wasn't too far from Sydney. Maybe it wasn't too late to just turn back. But then I reminded myself, I'm out here to ride, and that's what truly matters. So I zip up my jacket, pull on my soaked glove, and push on into the storm. The small town of Karura surprised me with some amazing views. It's such a hidden gem. Bike on the highway. The sky finally opened, the rain stopped, and a patch of blue sky appeared. Have I finally ridden out of the storm?
It's almost 1 o'clock now. I'm halfway to my destination. The sun is out, it's nice and warm now. Yeah, things start looking very good, very promising. The bike handled perfectly. This bike did not move at all. Great.
The weather app said the worst was behind me, so I stripped off my rain gears and pushed on. But the progress was very slow. I was riding cautiously on wet surface, plus constant stopping because of pressure point on my new helmet. Those left me far behind schedule. With daylight fading fast, I pressed on. The road from Coffs Harbour into the valley was beautiful, rolling farmland and winding rivers.
So now I'm at Waterfall Way, heading to my campsite. I'm very close, only 20 minutes away. I'll arrive just a little bit before 6 p.m. The goal is to arrive at the campsite before it gone completely dark. And fingers crossed there's no more rain for the night. The last thing I want to do is to set up my camp when it's raining. This is actually a very good road to ride in the daytime.
But just I thought I was close in Dorrigo, I rolled straight into something I'd never seen before.
It doesn't look very promising. My windscreen is starting to get wet. Oh, look at that. I'm not sure if you can see this in the camera, but this is amazing. Imagine going through here in the night time. Oh my god, look at that. Oh. This is both amazing and dangerous. Whoa, look at that. It feels like I'm riding in a movie. This is brilliant. I cannot see anything. Imagine going through here in the evening. It's not completely dark yet. You can still see the road and the tree, everything. It's just this mist, just this fog. What's going on? This is crazy.
I didn't know what I was riding into, or how long it would last. The fog was so dense, I could barely see the road. If not for the car lines ahead of me, I might just have to turn back.
I can see the clear sky above me, so this was just a very thick fog going through the plain. It's a bizarre view. There must be sunset over there. Oh right, clearing. It is. It's clearing up. Oh, that must be it. Yeah. Alright. Ah, what's going on? Look at that. That was.
At that time, I was half talking nonsense to myself. The sunset burst through the fog, and the ADV gathering set appeared beside me. The sudden change of the scenery was breathtaking, and I was totally stunned by the view.
I was just heading to my campsite, and I'll join the event tomorrow.
Rolling into Dorrigo, which under the purple sky, it felt like a perfect welcome.
Dunga Falls, that's where I'm heading. I'll come back to here for dinner. It was crazy. It was crazy foggy on the mountain, and like 10 seconds later, everything cleared up. What an amazing experience. Because
the main campsite was fully booked, I had to set up a few kilometers away at Dungas Fall.
Camping, that's me. That's my campsite, I guess.
At first, I was disappointed because I will be far away from all the action. But little did I know, this would turn out to be one of the best choices of the trip.
Is there a reception?
By the time I arrived, reception was already closed.
How's it going? Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing. Just pick wherever you want to go. Just off to the left, you go around here and there's the toilets and the showers.
Yeah.
And pretty much
All right.
that's it.
Thanks, mate.
So it should be a good ride.
Well, it was a long ride. Alright, just need a nice, quiet, empty spot. I guess this is fine. This is probably as good as it can get. Beautiful scenery. I like that.
As promised, I pitched my tent just before the last light disappeared. Setting up camps in the dark isn't ideal, but after so many trips, I'm kind of used to it. Minimalism is a key on a ride like this. A freestanding tent, a proper sleeping system, and just other essentials. I always carry extra lights too. Using a single headlamp is fine, but I always like bringing more LED lights around the camp.
I've got my tent set up.
With camp sorted, I rode back into the town looking for food.
It's only 7 p.m. My campsite is only 2 minutes away from the town. Go to the pub, grab something to eat, and call for the day. I reckon this is probably the only restaurant open.
The Heritage Hotel of Dorrigo looked quiet from outside, but inside it was buzzing. The menu was full of tempting choices, and after surviving all day on just a sandwich and a protein bar, I was ready for a proper feast. And of course, no way I was skipping a cold beer. Someone approached me and said he recognized my bike, and he actually followed my channel. This is Michael. In his 70s, still riding his Royal Enfield, and he's planning an around Australia trip. What a legend. I thought I would be eating alone that night. Instead, I ended up sharing a good food, cold beer, and a friendly conversation. Encounters like this are what I love most about adventure riding. The kindness you find in the most unlikely places.
Wow, it's gonna be a very interesting evening. Hopefully I can stay warm. Alright, that's me.
I got my bike parked next to my tent. It's super foggy right now. My tent, both outside and inside, was super wet. I got my camp next to the fence line, next to the vast open area. I'm sure tomorrow the scenery is gonna be amazing. It'll be a great spot for some picture.
If the night was good, the next morning was about to be even better. I woke to a stunning view. The night has been freezing. Even with 2 sleeping bags, I barely stayed warm. The fog from the evening left everything damp, and the condensation dripped inside of my tent. I couldn't wait to get out from the tent, stretch, breathe, and soak up the morning sun. Well, first thing first, I need some coffee. This campsite sits right next to the waterfall. I could hear the waterfall last night as the background white noise. And after my coffee, I walked a few minutes down the track. The roar of water grew louder. And there it was, Danga Falls in all its glory. Back at the camp, I ran into a few fellow riders curious about my setup, especially my decals and the Westwind 40-liter luggage system. Honestly, I think it looks pretty good on a bike too. With my camping gear left behind, I packed just a backpack for the festival.
Alright, let's go and check out the ADV Fest. Bike doesn't really want to start.
Consider the temperature. I actually slept pretty well last night. This is my first big ADV rally. Don't know what to expect. But I guess we will experience this together. Dorrigo Mountain Holiday Park. Oh, this place is packed.
Even early in the morning, the site was already buzzing with energy. I may have missed the signs at the day parking and ended up parked next to the CFMOTO stand. It's turned out to be better for me. I've made to the ADV Festival at Dorrigo. It has been an awesome day. I've done so many things. The ADV Fest was incredible. For the full walk around and detailed coverage, check out the video link above. On my way here, I can take the GPS file and take the dirt road, but it was pouring down rain. I decided to do the mature thing and now taking the dirt road, but using the highway instead. And I think that was a pretty good idea. I'm the only bike left. What a day, what a day.
Let's go home.
I've been to plenty of bike gatherings before, but none feels as welcoming or as full of friendly energy as the adventure rally. I met some of the candiest, funniest riders during the event, and the sense of community was unreal. One thing's for sure, I'll be back next year for more. I arrived at camp. I was exhausted. I passed out in my tent, knowing tomorrow will be another very long ride. In the next episode, I woke to another beautiful sunrise. I packed up camp, said goodbye to Dorrigo, and took the dirt road south. Along the way, I crossed the tracks and the water, discovered hidden waterfalls, and ride on this famous road from Waka. But only once again I found myself chasing the sunset and ended up riding in the dark.